Hey, what's up, you guys? WWE Fan 0599 here again, and welcome to WWE Fans TV Recap Show. And today's recap show will be for Minority Report. So, before we talk about this week's episode of Minority Report, I just want to warn you guys that there will be spoilers for this episode. So if you have not seen this episode, I advise you do not watch this review because it will contain spoilers. So just wanted to give a real quick spoiler warning. So let's get right into the episode. So what this episode is basically about, it's about, this takes place many years after the pre-crime, the pre-crime thing, and one of the precogs decides he wants to try and stop the crimes himself. And when this policewoman needs his help to track down who is trying, because there's a politician that's going to get killed, now she needs his help to try and find out who's going to kill the politician on that day. So, what I think of this episode of Minority Report? A very, very good pilot. I really enjoyed this, episode of Minority Report. It was a good pilot. I really enjoyed it. Very good pilot. It was really enjoyable. So yeah, let's get into my positives of the pilot. And my positives are, some of the acting was actually pretty good in this pilot. I actually liked some of the acting in this episode. I believe his name is Shaw Stan. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's what the actor's name is. He plays Dash, which is one of the twin brothers in the precog system. And he was really good for the most part. I actually really enjoyed him in this episode. He was really good in this episode. I really enjoyed him. I thought he was really good. So yeah, the woman that plays the policewoman, I thought she was good as well. Interesting enough, this is the same woman that played the anchor in the woman anchor in Anchorman 2: The Legend Continues. So it's cool to see her in this TV series. So yeah, and I thought she was really good. I really enjoyed her. Fez from That 70s Show, he's in this series. He's actually pretty good. I really enjoyed him in this series as well. He was good as well. Mostly the acting is pretty good overall. I thought the acting was pretty good overall. The action was really good. I thought the action was really well filmed in this episode. I thought it was really well filmed, especially the finale when everything is going down, like the shootout happens. I really like that. So yeah. The action was really good. The writing was pretty good for the most part in this episode. The directing was great. I thought the directing was great with the episode as well. Some nice directing. Looks beautiful. Like, the visuals look beautiful in this series. I think they do. Personally, I do. I think the visuals look beautiful in this series. It really does. It just looks beautiful. It really does. Some of the moments in this episode, like when you find out who the killer is, like who is going to kill politician on that day, it's like this woman's father. I forgot his name, but yeah, you find out he's the killer and stuff, and at the very end, it's like the Birds minus 2.0. Like, once you get towards to the end of this episode, it's like the Birds minus 2.0. It really is, and I found that to be funny. I'm like, am I watching The Birds or am I watching Minority Report? If you've seen the episode, you know what I'm talking about, because they do this thing where it's like, he has like these birds that have like, I guess you could say poison that's going to infect the entire place and kill many of people, including the politician. So I just thought it was funny. It was just reminding me of The Birds. Dash, when he goes through the whole simulation, like the precog simulation, that was pretty intense actually, because man, he was just like it was pretty intense in that scene, and so yeah, I really enjoyed that scene as well. you know, when Dash has another vision that the policewoman's gonna get killed by the dude, and you know he saves her basically. I like that too. That shows that you know that he cares and everything. And I like that. So yeah, I like the dynamic between Dash and the policewoman because it's great, and I like seeing that. That's pretty great in my opinion. And also we see Arthur, which was the other twin brother in this episode, and that was cool seeing as well. And you know he's this successful businessman, so I like seeing that. And you know they don't really like each other, so I like seeing that. That was pretty cool seeing that as well. And then when you get towards the end of the episode, you know Agatha, if you remember from Minority Report, the original movie, you know the main one, the one that is the most powerful out of all of them. You know, she's like, we can't let Dash, you know, go out like this and stuff, and, you know, help out this woman. And, you know, Arthur's like, you know, yeah, I'm with you on that. So it's going to be interesting to see what they're going to do with that. And I'm interested to see, are they going to try and stop him and everything. So that seems cool. So, yeah. As far as negatives go for this pilot, I thought Dash got a bit annoying. Just a bit. Not really too much, just a bit annoying in this episode. There were parts where I found him annoying, and I was really like, really? Just tone it down just a bit. And I just thought he was just a bit annoying in this episode, just a bit. Not really all the way through, so yeah. There were some visuals that didn't look all that great. Like, there were some that you can notice that weren't really the best. You know, there were some visuals that you noticed that weren't the best. And some of the writing wasn't all that good. Just at parts, it just seemed like very flat writing, in my opinion. At parts in this episode, so yeah. But besides that, I really enjoyed this pilot episode to Minority Report. And I can't wait to see what episode 2 does. I can't wait to see what episode 2 has to bring. This episode was really good. I really enjoyed it, so yeah. So it's time for my official grade on this episode, and my official grade on this episode is a B+. I really enjoyed this pilot episode. Like I said, this was a really enjoyable pilot episode. So yeah, I'm going to continue on watching, and we're going to see how what episode 2 brings to us this Monday, so yeah. So what do you guys think of this episode Minority Report? Leave in the comment section below. And I'm WWE Fan 0599, and we will see you all later. Peace.